Welcome back to the channel, y'all. It's Sub-Zero, back at it with another video. We're just talking about body game as always talking about the things that are necessary, the things you have to do in order to be the person you want to be, to have the physique you want to have. So we're just going to talk about a couple of habits it takes, or a couple of habits that you need to be fulfilling on a daily basis in order to have that lean, attractive physique that you truly want and desire. So, look, one of the things I'm doing right now is walking on a walking pad. I'm walking at a relatively good pace, making sure I'm getting my steps in. And I've been currently doing about 5 to 6 times a week, 40-minute sessions. And although it sounds like much, it's something that I had to work up to. It's something that I had to sit down and be like, okay, I'm only doing 15-minute sessions 3 times a week, and I'm not seeing the results I want to see. So now I need to start adding additional days and or adding minutes on top of the sessions that I'm already doing. So I know it is difficult, but once you build the habit of doing it and you understand the reason why you're doing it, it becomes second nature. It's not something you have to think about too much. It's not something you have to worry. It's something that just you have to get done because you know it's for the better cause of the goal you have in mind. So that's the one thing I'm going to say is really prioritize your steps. I say, try to hit at least 30 minutes of cardio probably on a daily basis if you can to get leaner. And then before cutting your calories, I would say just start adding more steps. Add 5 extra minutes on your cardio time, 10 extra minutes. Walk another 1,000 steps a day. So if I had a 10,000 step goal and I'm not shredding what I want, then add another 500, 1,000 steps. I would say another 1,000, 2,000 steps, depending on your goals, But that's really what it comes down to, is realizing like, hey, I need to add extra steps. I need to do what's necessary. The thing that I found too is like, it's not easy to do this kind of shit. But the thing is, when it comes to it at the end of the day, you don't want to have to like cut your calories. So I'm already eating 2,400 calories, which is really not too crazy of a deficit. I manage pretty well. Some days I'm eating a little bit less just naturally, so I can manage to cut a little bit quicker. But just doing the cardio just keeps your body in motion. Your body's metabolizing the way it's supposed to. It's not lagging. It's not being sluggish. Everything's acting the way it's supposed to act. So when you actually put the time in to do your cardio, and you actually sit there and realize that, hey, I'm burning more calories, but also I'm keeping my body active, and all the processes in my bodies are going to be more efficient. So not just because of cutting calories by burning them, but also by improving the efficiency of where, how your metabolic function's actually working. Plus your cardiovascular health is very, very important. So that's another reason. Give me a second. And then moving on to the next thing is the diet. The diet is literally the number one thing. So I can do all these steps all day long, but if my diet is absolutely chopped, I am not doing the shit I'm supposed to be doing or eating the things I'm supposed to be eating, I'm eating a bunch of chips and cookies and cupcakes and shit like that, then I'm not going to lose fat the way I want to. I need to prioritize lean meats, vegetables for those micronutrients. You need carb sources. You need all these different types of things. God's given food in order to be the lean, aesthetic person you want to be. So, as I said, lean meats. Get that protein in. Always prioritize protein within every meal that you're eating. And maybe have somewhat of a carb source 1 to 2 times a day. Depending on if you're working out that day, maybe I'm going to add a little bit more carbs. If I'm not, maybe I'll cut back a little bit. I'm not going to add so many carbs. And that's something you can do also, is carb cycle a little bit, where you're front loading your carbs more towards your workouts and utilizing them for energy. So, your glycogen stores, the stores that are ready to be used for energy will be readily available first when you have that carb intake. You're going to fill those stores and you're going to use them. So it's good for a workout, so you feel fueled and you don't feel weak. So always prioritize carbs before and after a workout, and I would say that's very important. On your days off, probably just limit the amount of carbs you're going to actually intake. It's probably for the best. It's honestly probably for the best. So I typically do that when I feel like, oh man, like I'm not working hard today. I'm probably just do my steps, but I'm not gonna go crazy on the carbs because I don't need it. I'm not pushing hard in the gym. So the thing with the diet is you need to track, you need to have protein, you need to have carbs, and you need to have fats. You need to have all these things and you need to have them well balanced. Do a 500 calorie deficit that is suitable for you. Find your maintenance. Find your maintenance. There's calculators all over the internet, and subtract 500. So if I had 3,000 maintenance, 2,500 would be my cutting. And then if you start plateauing, just start cutting a little bit. Add more cardio first, I would say, and then you can start cutting calories. And if you feel like, well, I can't do freaking 2 hours of cardio, well, you probably wouldn't be, but I'm just saying. Then maybe you cut 100, 200 calories, and you do it little by that, like that way. It's really a matter of how you prioritize it, eating whole foods, doing your cardio, and just mixing all of these things together, and you're gonna see fat loss. Not fucking cutting your calories significantly to the point where you're suffering. You don't need to do that. Do it slowly. It's something I've done. I've dropped 20 pounds of fat already, maybe a little bit of muscle, but 20 pounds in weight, going for, actually, I'm near 22 pounds actually, if I'm really thinking about it, but just changing habits, adding steps, and the things I know now, I wish I knew prior, so that's a big thing. And that's what I'm going to say also is, like, if you feel like you're not consistent, you don't know what you're doing, and you need guidance, that's what I'm here for. I offer one-on-one coaching for those individuals that don't know what they're doing. They need plans. They need nutrition plans. They need workout plans. They need all these types of good things in order to reach their goals. If you need that and you want one-on-one coaching, I offer that. Just message me on my socials. I have linked in the video, as well as my email that I also provide. You can email me over there, and we can talk, hop on a call, and figure it out and see what I can do for you. But that's for those individuals that are serious and actually want to do some changing and actually want to get on body game and really be better. But that goes into the next point of just, you need to lock in to the point where it's like you're not thinking about this shit too much, and you need to track your food. So there's so many AI apps out there that allow you to do this. This is pretty much what I do, but I'm at the point of weighing foods just because I want to be more accurate. And you really need to if you want to get lean as shit. If you want to get below 15% body fat, that's when you really need to be on top of tracking. Unless you're doing a fucking crazy amount of cardio, maybe then you don't. But for the majority of people, you're not going to be doing that shit. So you just need to think of that way. But yeah, just pair all these things together. Do your cardio. Have a good diet. Train hard in the gym. And you will win. And that's all I got for you for this video. Hey, it's your boy Sub-Zero, and I'm out. Take it easy, y'all.